Hello. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Garza, and today I will be talking about the nonverbal communication element, gesture. In this presentation, we will go over the meaning of gestures, the different types of gestures, how they can communicate both positively and negatively, and how important it is to read the atmosphere of a person or situation based off the gestures present. So, what are gestures? Gestures are movements of the body and or limbs to express feelings or emotions. There are 5 forms of gestures. There is emblem, which is any gesture that has a verbal translation. Illustrator is the type of gesture that goes along with verbal messages to clarify them. The effect display form is a gesture that communicates emotion. Regulator form is a gesture that controls the flow of a conversation. And lastly, the adapter form is used to satisfy the need of oneself or others. Like emotions, there are positive and negative gestures. An example of a positive gesture can be seen in the short clip attached. The clip is from the movie 7 Years in Tibet. In this scene, Mr. Harrer accepts the job of constructing a movie theater at the Dalai Lama's request, but faces a setback when a small creature interrupts the construction. Worms. Worms are discovered during the digging work. Worms, along with all other forms of life, are considered sacred and should never be harmed. In order to continue construction without harming any life, the workers began digging more carefully. Also, monks can be seen carefully handling and transporting the worms to a safer location and out of harm's way. The monks and workers display positive adapter gesture by carefully moving the worms with both hands to keep the worms safe and the worms and Tibetan people happy. In this slide, we will now go over an example of a negative gesture. The small clip attached here is from the movie Mr. Holland's Opus. In this scene, the father, Mr. Holland, is frustrated with his son Cole because of a project that Cole is working on. This project is frustrating Mr. Holland because it puts out a bad odor. At the mom's request, Cole opens the windows to help with the smell. After opening the windows, the wind rushes into the house, causing Mr. Holland's music sheets to scatter everywhere. This causes Mr. Holland to become more frustrated and angry. And because Cole was born deaf, Mr. Holland harshly signs to his son to not help and to not touch the music sheets ever. The signing is aggressive by the way Mr. Holland signs to Cole fastly and harshly, and when he brings both hands and fingers together, he does not do so in a soft manner. He brings them together in a hard manner. Gesture is an essential form of nonverbal communication. It displays feelings and emotions in a way where people can understand what a person is feeling or thinking without the use of words. Gesture can signal either positive or negative emotions. It depends on the setting and how the person is gesturing. It is important to pay attention to the gestures of a person to get an understanding of that person's feelings and the situation taking place. Thank you again for joining me today, and thank you so much for listening in on my PowerPoint presentation on the nonverbal communication element gesture. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave a comment and I will be sure to get them answered. Thank you.